So today I'm gonna be looking at two older, like the oldest whiskeys that I have in my collection, I guess. The Knob Creek 18 year, which is a Jim Beam product, as most of you probably already know. Um, I paid, I only paid like $140 for this, so I got it on sale. But it normally sells for 170, right? So a little, right? If you follow the 10 $10 per year rule that people normally apply to these things, this is a little bit cheaper than what you would expect. So yeah, I'm gonna try the Knob Creek 18 and compare it to the Calumet 16 that I got for 150, I think, dollars. So that's also a little cheaper than what you would expect for a product this old. And so these are also more or less the same proof. So the Knob Creek is 100 proof. The Calumet is a little bit higher, 106. So that's 53% ABV. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is score them and then compare them to the Pappy Van Winkle 15 year that I reviewed um, a couple of days ago. So let's go. Let's get right into it. So this is the Knob Creek 18. Like you get, of course, and that's gonna be, I guess, obvious for both of them, right? You get a lot of oak, but also stewed fruits in this one, so it kind of reminds me of a red wine a little bit. So let's see, the Knob Creek 18. I said stewed fruits, red wine. Yeah, it's light, it's elegant, some peach as well. It's good. It's a little like floral as well. Um, the vanilla, as I've heard a lot of people say, right, like it's not about this whiskey in particular. You get the vanilla as you would expect in a bourbon, but it's not like vanilla extract. It's the actual vanilla, right? Vanilla. Ooh, I got a bit of a sour note now, but it went away really quickly. No, no, it's still there. So it's a little sour. Don't know if that will hurt it on the palate or not. But anyway, let's jump to the Calumet 16 that I actually had. Like I poured it yesterday. This one also like perfumey. Not as floral maybe as the other one. But yeah, very like also some spices. You can feel or smell, I guess. The oak is maybe more like as if you were actually smelling a a tree instead of like a more artificial or um, yeah, the Knob Creek tastes or smells a little more artificial, like the oak. This is more like you're really, yeah. So the oak feels more, let's say, organic or natural. I also get some citrus, so not as like the other one does. Remind me of orange a lot more. This is maybe a bit more like undefined citrus, I guess. So it's not orange or lemon. It's just this. Oh, got a bit of a like dusty note on this one as well. Yeah, so the citrus is a little bit more like airy, brighter on the Calumet. Anyway, so I do prefer the nose on the Calumet. Yeah, I think there's, as I was saying about the oak, it feels more natural, organic, more like rustic, or authentic, if that makes any sense. So no, but is it because our idea was to compare it to the nose on the Pappy Van Winkle. So the nose on the Pappy, I gave it a 95, and that was the highest grade that I gave it, because the palate was a little lower, or significantly lower, was 70, the finish 60. So is this nose as good? Is the nose on the Calumet as good as the nose on the Pappy Van Winkle? No, I don't think so. No, I remember like I should have it here for comparison, but I unfortunately only have two Glencairns, and I didn't want to waste the Pappy on a like just a regular glass. You call me pretentious douchebag, but that's what I think. You should have proper glassware for things. So, is it better? Yes. Uh, so I will give. Is the Pappy better? Yes. So I'll give the nose on the Calumet an 85. Feels unfair because I'm looking at the grades that I gave. Like for example, the Dalmor a 93, the Ardbeg an 80, the Ardbeg Wigadol an 87. So is this an 85? It feels a little better than that. So let's give it a 90. And let's give the Knob Creek 18. I did like it significantly less, I will say. So let's give it a 83 because yeah, let's give it an 83. Oh no, let's give it an 85. An 85. Because, all right, the Ardbeg Wiggleball, I gave it an 87. Now, is this like the nose on the Knob Creek significantly worse? No, I don't think so. So let's settle for an 87, an 85. Let's get it on. Let's get it down the hatch. Yeah, it's very, of course, very oaky, but I like the oak better on the Calumet. Yeah, but I like the nose. It's an 85. I think that's a good grade for, you know, for what you're getting here. I'm still getting the peach and the vanilla that I detected on the nose. The finish is gonna be, it's gonna get a good grade, I think. Yeah, and some, you know, this. No, but I'm grading the finish. Let's try the palette again. Very sweet, not sour at all, as I had said. That's a little tannic though. The red wine that I was smelling, you know, the aromatics, what I described as it being like floral, is not there. What you're getting is more of the bright, you know, pit fruits, peach, and the vanilla. Yeah, creamy. Yeah, sweet oak. All right. All right, let's try the Calumet now. Nice finish, yeah. And the proof is a bit higher. So, what am I getting here? I think the palate, like on the palate, the Knob Creek is a lot better, I will say. Here I'm getting, so the Knob Creek, one thing I forgot to mention maybe is like I was getting some custard as well. And it lingers, right? So I was still getting, I went to grab a glass of water and that, you know, it was still there, very sweet, very creamy. This, let's see, let's try it again. It's very good too, you know, but not as good, maybe not as good as the Knob Creek. Yeah. It's also tannic, not as much as the Knob Creek. but the tannins are a little bit like overpowering the rest of the flavors. So yes, I'm getting still, getting some vanilla, getting some sweetness. So the oak is very very prevalent, but I think there's more going on, more complexity. Um, the other one, right? So am I getting? I think I am also getting a bit of red fruits, but it's not as aromatic, not as fruity as the Knob Creek on the palate, right? The nose was better, I think. On the palate, it doesn't deliver as successfully as the Knob Creek. So I don't know. Let's see on the palate then. Let's give the Knob Creek. I get so let's go back to the Pappy, the Pappy 15. I give it a 70 on the palate, so very low. Looking at my most recent grades, an 80 to the Dalmore, King Alexander III. The Russell's 15 got a 90. This is also very good, I think. So I will give it an 87 on the palate. The Knob Creek. An 80. Gave the art bag Wigadol an 83. An 87. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That feels right. And then the palette on the Calumet, it's gonna be lower. Still better. I think on the palette they're both better than the Pappy. I might have gone too low though. 70 feels. I should revisit the Pappy. 70 feels like I had it again since then, and like it's not a 7. It's not a. It's not. I don't think it's better than these two. Let's be clear, right? But is it a 70? Maybe not. So I'll give this one, the Calumet 16, an 80 on the palate. Now the finish. Yeah. The, Jim Beam nuttiness, the peanut note that everyone talks about, just now I could feel it. Finally. Wasn't there before. It doesn't hurt the whiskey though. At all. It's not doing anything spectacular on the palate, like when it's going through the palate, when it's going through the mouth. No fireworks, nothing super remarkable, but it does linger. So the finish is, as I said, creamy, long. Wow. Gave a 90 to the Dalmore. That's the best grade that I've given to a whiskey on the finish. Let's see the Calumet. Yeah, the finish on this thing, the Knob Creek, is very very good. Like again, it's not doing anything super noticeable as it's going through the palate, but Here you can feel more of a burn. The proof is higher, so you can feel it on like on the top of the palate, and it's, you know, going down your throat. You feel it. It makes itself felt, right? It's more present, more prevalent. I do feel that it dissipates the flavors, right? The bouquet of flavors does dissipate. No, but it's, you know, it does dissipate a little faster, but it's still very good. So then, you know, the finish, it's gonna be close. I wouldn't say, you know, it's an, like I gave the Dalmore a 90. I'll give like maybe an 85 to the Knob Creek and an 83 to the Calumet. And so let's now the scores, some of the scores, and see what each of them is getting as a final grade. All right, so the Knob Creek got an 87 and the Calumet an 84, right? So yeah, it's only fair, right? This is an older, you know, the Knob Creek is older and a bit more expensive than the Calumet, so it's only fair that it got, you know, a couple of points more, but they're still pretty close, right? They still came pretty close. I do prefer the Knob Creek. Yeah, you know, it got a better score on all categories. No, except for nose, right? So nose, but you know, the Calumet got, you know, a better grade on the nose, but I did maybe this, you know, could maybe detect more things. So there was maybe more like prevalent notes that I could discern in the Knob Creek 18. So although I preferred the Calumet on the nose, they're still pretty close, you know. So I don't know. Overall, Knob Creek 18 wins, but you know, two very good whiskeys.